We're gonna jump right in with a question. Ever feel like your brain is just running on fumes? You're definitely not alone. So today, we're gonna break down 7 super common habits that might be quietly messing with your mental sharpness, and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
You know that feeling, right? It's like your brain is stuck in molasses and trying to focus on anything feels totally impossible. Well, it turns out that feeling isn't random. It's usually a direct result of our day-to-day routines. So why does this happen? Let's get into it.
And here's the thing, the answer isn't some big, complicated mystery. The very things that are draining our brain power are often baked right into our daily lives, and we don't even notice them. We're talking about everything from how you work to what you're scrolling through and even how you sleep.
All right, first up, let's talk about the focus killers. This first group of habits is all about the modern world's non-stop assault on our ability to concentrate. These are the things that are constantly hijacking our attention, pulling us away from what really matters. This right here perfectly illustrates the battle that's going on inside our heads. On one side, you've got deep work. That's that amazing state of flow where you're just locked in on one thing, doing your absolute best, most creative work. And on the other side, multitasking. You know, that chaotic juggling act that feels productive, but really just leads to more mistakes and that awful, dreaded brain fog.
And that brings us right to our first silent intelligence killer, the myth of multitasking. So here's the big secret. Your brain can't actually do multiple complicated things at the same time. Nope. What it's really doing is switching back and forth between tasks, really fast. And all that switching, it completely overloads our brains and it comes at a huge cost. Just how big is that cost? Well, get this. Studies showed that all that constant context switching can slash your productivity by as much as 40%. Seriously, think about that for a second. That means you could be losing almost half of your effective time just by trying to answer texts, check emails, and work on a project all at once. It's wild.
And right alongside multitasking is its very close cousin, information overload. I mean, every single ping from your phone, every mindless scroll through a social media feed, each one is another tiny interruption that just drains your mental battery. This always-on culture we live in means our brains never ever get a chance to just rest and process. And that leads straight to burnout and decision fatigue.
So, we've seen how our focus is constantly under attack.
But you know, it's not just about what's going on in our heads. Let's move on, because what we do with our bodies has a massive, direct impact on our minds.
Okay, poor sleep. This isn't a one-and-done problem. It is a vicious cycle. Just look at the steps here. It all starts with step 1, getting less than 7 hours of sleep. That leads directly to step 2. Your brain literally misses its nightly cleaning cycle. It can't clear out all the gunk or properly store your memories. And the result? You see it in step 3, that all too familiar brain fog and terrible focus the next day.
This quote really just says it all. Sleep isn't lazy. It's not passive. It is an active, absolutely essential maintenance process for your brain. It is completely non-negotiable if you want to be at your best.
And it's not just sleep. These other physical habits are like putting bad fuel in a high-performance engine. Your brain is mostly water, so even being a little dehydrated can mess with your focus. Poor nutrition starves it of the good stuff it needs to run. And sitting around all day, that reduces blood flow, which means less oxygen and fewer nutrients can even get to your brain in the first place. Okay, so we've covered the habits that kill our focus and the ones that drain our physical energy. Now, for our final section, let's talk about the habits that stop our intelligence from even growing. These are the growth blockers, the routines that keep our minds stuck in a comfortable but shrinking box. This one is subtle, but oh man, it's powerful. When we always choose the easy path, like rewatching the same show for the 10th time or only doing simple tasks at work, we're basically telling our brain, hey, you don't need to grow or adapt. But your brain is a muscle. If you don't challenge it with new things, tough problems, or different ideas, it just gets weaker. And this amazing concept right here is exactly why challenging your brain is so important. Neuroplasticity. It's the incredible fact that your brain is not fixed. It can physically change itself. Every single time you learn a new skill or wrestle with a hard problem, you are literally rewiring your brain to be stronger and more capable. How cool is that? This final habit is laid out so clearly here. Think about it. Passively consuming stuff, like just binge watching a TV show, requires almost nothing from your brain. You can see the low neural activity. But actively engaging with something like reading a challenging book where you have to imagine the world and interpret the text, that just lights up your brain. One is mental coasting, the other is a full-on mental workout. So how do we fight back against these growth blockers? Well, it's actually way simpler than you might think. We're talking small, powerful steps. Just commit to reading something interesting for 20 minutes, or learn one new thing, even a new word, or just do a puzzle. These are not huge life changes, but they are direct investments in your brain's incredible power to grow.
You know, the biggest takeaway from all of this is that you are in control. We've put a name to these habits, and now we can consciously choose to make tiny shifts that will give us huge results in our mental clarity. It's time to reclaim our cognitive power. So I'll leave you with this one challenge. Don't try to fix all 7 of these habits at once. That's just overwhelming. Just pick one. What's the one small change you'll make starting today? Will you put your phone away for an hour? Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. Just pick one.
Because at the end of the day, this is the most important thing to remember. Your intelligence isn't some static number that you're stuck with for life. It's a dynamic, living thing that you can build, and you can strengthen one good habit at a time.